What's up guys, Eternal here, and today I'm gonna show you how to play KAYLE. So let's go with Crafting Potion. I'll be playing against Riven. You want to start with E first, and let's get to her skill explanation. On passive, KAYLE's attacks rank up as she gains levels and spends skill points. At level 1, KAYLE starts with melee basic attack range. Her basic attacks against non-structures grant 6% bonus attack speed for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times for a maximum of 30% bonus attack speed. At maximum stacks, KAYLE becomes exalted, gaining 15% movement speed when moving toward enemies. Upon spending 6, 11 and 16 skill points, KAYLE ascends into a new form, gaining additional bonuses. At level 6, while exalted, KAYLE's basic attacks against non-structures additionally launch a wave of fire in the target's direction, dealing magic damage to enemies hit. The waves can critically strike for 100% bonus magic damage. Then at level 11, this is where the fun begins, KAYLE becomes a ranged champion with 550 attack range. And additionally, your passive Zealous bonus attack speed is increased to 10% bonus attack speed per stack for a maximum of 50% bonus attack speed. Lastly, her final form, at level 16, Zealous is set to maximum stacks. Additionally, Aflame's fiery waves now deal true damage. KAYLE has weak laning phase and is vulnerable to lane bullies. To counter that, I am playing with Fleet Footwork combined with Resolve for nice sustain. She struggles especially against lane bullies such as Riven, so to counter that I'm going to let her push the wave and focus on CSing. I want to avoid trading with her as well because she can hit harder than me early and I have little killing potential in my melee for anyway, so by trading too much I will only lose health and risk dying on lane. KAYLE has an amazing late game. Your key objective as this champion is to survive your laning phase, so avoid feeding and keep scaling. At level 6 it gets a bit better, cause as you can stack your passive you can have a decent wave clear, but KAYLE gets fun to play past level 11 when you gain increased attack range, making you a ranged champion. Now let's get to her E, which you want to max first. So on passive, KAYLE's basic attacks deal bonus magic damage and additionally Aflame's base damage is increased. Then on active, KAYLE's next basic attack within 6 seconds deals bonus magic damage but cannot critically strike. When a flame from your passive is unlocked, it also damages enemies surrounding the target, applying on-hit effects to all enemies hit. Damn, that's an aggressive engage. Okay, she's dead from my E. Before reaching level 11, E also causes KAYLE to become a ranged champion with 550 attack range on the empowered attack. So on lane you can use your E to last hit minions that you normally wouldn't reach. At level 6 the splash damage from E will connect on surrounding targets, so you can time it for last hitting as well. There's one important thing about KAYLE that you have to know. E resets KAYLE's auto attack timer. So especially in melee form, do your basic attack first and then cast E to maximize your damage on the trade. The first item that you wanna get is Nashor's Tooth, and it's worth taking Dark Seal if you happen to back early. As for Nashor's Tooth, this is a great item because it grants nice amount of CDR, so 20%, and good on-hit magic damage effect that also scales with ability power. With this item you will be able to deal more damage and push more effectively. Going back to E, the bonus magic damage scales with targets missing health, so E is a great finisher. KAYLE's target essentially takes double damage from her innate if they do not avoid the fiery wave, as the on-hit damage and wave damage will stack. Remember that E is a projectile, so it can be blocked by Yasuo and Braum. It is also consumed by spell shields. Yeah, flash burnt and that's it, I can't do anything with my melee basic attacks. Oh, something is happening on the river. I think we can contest. Hey, I'm about to hit level 6, so I'll be able to show you KAYLE's upgraded passive. Okay, so here it is, nice wave clear. You have to keep basic attacking to maintain this form. From this point you should stack your passive first before fighting with your enemy, because the effect is way too good to be ignored. Now let's get to her Q. KAYLE summons a sword that stabs on the first enemy hit. The sword deals magic damage to the target and enemies behind it, slowing by 26% for 2 seconds, up to 50% at the last rank of this ability, and shreds armor and magic resist by 20% for 3 seconds. So at the start of the fight you should apply Q first to reduce enemies' resistance to deal more damage in your next basic attacks or abilities. Usually you want to keep your Q for enemy champion. If there's only one minion, then you can hit both minion and your enemy and harass that way. Else just save Q for an opening when you are going for an engage with the slow, or if your enemy engages on you, then you cast Q as well. So mostly on lane, if there are not many minions, you can try to poke your enemy with Q or help yourself in last hitting with this ability. If your jungler is coming, then you can provide slow to increase chances of getting a kill on lane. Q can also be used when chasing, as well as to protect your ally if your ally is retreating, by slowing the closest enemy. Now W. On active, KAYLE and target allied champion are healed and gain bonus movement speed for 2 seconds. Both healing and the bonus movement speed scale with your ability power, so late game this is a great ability because you can speed yourself or your allies for so much, while granting a nice healing on relatively low cooldown. You can cast W on lane for a better sustain, but the movement speed is essential for avoiding bad trades or ganks, so try to time your healing, and if you're expecting to get ganked, it's better to save it to have an easier escape. Past laning phase, you should cast W for movement speed buff when chasing or retreating, turning duels in favor of your team and healing squishy allies in a teamfight. Just remember that W has cast time, so if you can, press this ability when you're out of your basic attack range to be efficient with your damage per second. And same with your Q or E. While your E is great for auto attack reset and maximizing the damage early game, casting it around late game with all the attack speed items just slows you down. So late game, if you're in range, you should be only doing auto attacks. And finally, her ultimate, KAYLE makes an allied champion or herself invulnerable for 2 seconds, at rank 2 for 2.5 seconds and at rank 3 for 3 seconds. Then after a cast time she purifies the area around them, dealing magic damage to nearby enemies. You should be using ultimate to save yourself or an ally from burst damage. It's even better if you manage to block crucial abilities such as Syndra's or Zed's ultimate. During ultimate you are not able to cast other abilities or basic attack. Because of that, especially past level 11, when casting that on yourself, you should time your ultimate properly. There are many scenarios in which you can use your ultimate differently. Let's say that the teamfight started and you just joined, so you're not in range to deal damage to your enemies with your range autos, but you can cast an ultimate on your ally, dealing damage from this ability to surrounding enemies at the same time and then finishing everyone off. Actually, let's join her. Sometimes if your enemies are hard focusing certain ally, let's say an engager, could be jungler like Sejuani that just went in, you can cast ultimate, but usually you should cast ultimate on your squishy allies. Just make sure that the champion that you're ulting is useful. I mean, ulting a feeder won't make any difference while ulting Fate AD carry does. I think she will try to engage at me, so I won't go this way.
Lawbreaking is treason. Treason demands death.
Getting closer to level 11, so it gets nice. Past that level you can make much more aggressive plays and impact other lanes. Yeah, you can time your E-splash to damage both minions and your enemy.
The distinctive aroma of law-breaking garbage.
Ooh, there's a gank I have to flash.
All civilians are under lockdown until further notice.
Oh, he's coming again? I can actually fight him at this point.
Guilty.
Haha. Blue buff, thank you. Can we do Rift? Kind of greedy cause on vision.
Cannot go unpunished.
Whoops.
Turret station will fall soon. An enemy has been slain.
We should go there.
Surrender and consent.
That was greedy but worth it.
Shut down.
Point blank. Curfew is now
You can
in
speed
effect.
yourself up when
Violators will
going
be
back from base.
Laws are for the protection of this galaxy. Obedience is mandatory. Feel the
KAYLE most
virtuous
important
hands of
stat is
law.
attack speed. So late game you don't even have to cast your abilities, just do auto attacks and keep kiting enemies. You can melt anyone, especially with that percentage of target's health damage. Once you get your increased auto attack range you should be split pushing whole game. At level 16 it's even better, thanks to true damage. Usually it takes 2 or 3 enemies to take you down, so you can make advantage on other part of the map. If so many enemies are busy taking you down, then chances are your allies can do something good. For example, do free Drake or Baron, or make a nice comeback with Shutdown.
I am this world's reckoning.
Will he go there? Probably.
We can do this the easy way or my way. All
Better
crime
off
will be
backing.
eradicated.
Yeah, healing him there wouldn't make any difference. Maybe this game I would try to impact a bit more because I'm so fat, but usually you should be just speed pushing, taking as much CS as you can and solo carry, because her late game is one of the best in the game right now.
My authority has no limits. The law lives in me. Resistance to the RSM will not be tolerated.
Someone has to go top.
Repent, lawbreakers, for your end is nigh.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Break the law and die.
Rampage. Enemy
All hope in me. Lol, I got her. It's only Lulu? Okay.
shut down.
Oh, Vayne is there, I thought she died.
Now you're just pissing me off.
Low so fat.
Fear, the virtuous hand of the law. All crime will be
Oh,
erased.
Baron.
There will be no repentance. My judgment is final.
One for one. Hey, let's try Baron actually.
Wrongdoing will be repaid in fire and death. Plasma fire. Reflect your torment.
Here we have it.
Hand of judgment. Resistance to the RSM will not be tolerated. I am this world's reckoning. Break the law and die.
Wow, the damage. Got her 1k gold, nice.
Attacking a military justicar is a capital offense.
I think Gunblade is great, it helps you sticking to your target and sustaining all the damage while adding up a bit.
There will be no repentance. My judgment is final.
Oh, there's Vayne, we can kill her, I have ultimate for Diana. Never mind, she used Zonya. Oh, that wasn't hard.
All crime will be eradicated.
An enemy has been slain.
There is no
And level 16, true damage is here. Less TP, inhibitor is taken and Vayne just respawns, so there's no point staying. Boom, the percentage damage from splash. Almost, I need that cap. A bit unnecessary, but wanted to show you the damage. KAYLE scales so well with that cap, it grants her better movement speed buff, healing and damage. Gotta save inhibitor. She is scared to fight me.
The law transcends humanity. The galaxy must be purified.
Too late.
This sector is unclean. It must be purged.
We want Vayne.
Crime is a betrayal of the highest order.
Not so fast, Rengar. Free Baron.
Pain must be felt. I am order. I am justice. Twisting fires.
The damage.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Was no point turning ultimate because she would just get away from my ult range and I would die anyway. So I was hoping to just melt her before she does. Let's get Relay, it works on your basic attacks, so perma slow, nobody can get away. Other items that you can consider buying is Lichbane, Zonya, or QSS, or Gargan's Angel. It all depends on the game. Coming for you, Lulu. What's great about W is that when casting it on yourself, the effect will occur on nearby ally as well. Casting that on Rengar now, that way he can reach Vayne faster. Yeah, Relay is good as last item. No one can get away. So if W is cast without a valid target or self-cast, it will automatically target the most wounded ally in range. That's a perfect ultimate.
An ally has been slain.
Hey, her late game is fun.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Peace requires death.
So thank you guys for watching, hope that you learned something about KAYLE, leave a like, subscribe, be sure to check out my other guides as I have many on my channel, and see you next time.